Released in 2008 for the Nintendo Wii, Super Smash Bros. Brawl became an instant classic, selling 1.4 million copies in its first week and becoming the fastest-selling video game in Nintendo of America's history. But that's not that surprising. The Smash Bros. Series has been a classic since its debut on Nintendo 64 years ago. What is interesting, however, is the audience it attracts, despite the casual focus on the casual-centric Nintendo Wii. Super Smash Bros. Brawl has a core following that's exemplified by the variety of tournaments held around the world, including at Saginaw Valley State University's Press Start Club. Interested in this video game anomaly, I asked a couple of Press Start players to share their thoughts on Brawl's popularity and its effect on a core audience.
Anyone can play it, really. There's so many characters to choose from just their childhood. Like, I'm a big Zelda fan when I was growing up, and you can just do anything with that character, or Link, or Ganondorf, say, and there's just a lot of characters that I like.
Indeed, Patrick makes a great point by mentioning the Nintendo characters. There is no question that Nintendo's longevity has provided the most iconic video game characters of all time, making it easy to understand why so many flock to a game like Smash Bros. Whether you are young or old, casual or core, there is certainly something here for everyone. Next, Najib Gaines Hana, an avid Smash Bros. Player, gives his core opinion on Smash Bros.' appeal.
What is it about Super Smash Bros. That makes it appealing to you? Like, Nintendo's had trouble appealing to the hardcore gamer lately, but this game does just that. It appeals to that group of people. Why do you think it does that?
It's a different dimension of a fighting game. It's not the same just plug and play kind of thing. It's not something that you just pick up as easily. One of the most important things I've noticed about it was that its shielding isn't the same. Just a whole lot of mechanics about the game are different than your typical scrolling fighter. Like, you know, when it comes to Tekken, when it comes to Street Fighter, when it comes to those kind of games, it's a different kind of fighting game. My games are a lot more important, and just bottom line, being able to outplay your opponent is a lot bigger. One of the biggest things I've noticed about why it appeals to so many people is because the other series had such success. The most important is that it's not the same kind of fighter. Like, you can group Street Fighter, Tekken, Marvel vs. Capcom kind of in the same degree, but Brawl is in its own class. So that's what makes it appeal to me. And of course, the Nintendo characters is one of the biggest things. Like, you can't play with Sonic and Tekken, you can't play with Kirby and Tekken.
Najib offered a variety of examples that explains Brawl's attraction with the core audience, and he even expressed his opinion on Nintendo's future.
They're going to be able to make Brawl a competitive fighter like it was with Melee. Like, I've played Brawl more than I've played Melee, but I've played both games extensively. And I don't know if they're going to be able to top Melee just as far as a competitive fighter. Will they make it look better? Sure. Will they make it more entertaining? Sure. Will they make it a better game that can appeal to a larger group? Sure. But as far as a competitive fighter, I don't think that's going to happen. I'm excited for the system itself, but as far as Brawl or the new Smash game, I'm not very excited.